The paddock has never witnessed a rider quite like Toprak Razgatlioglu. For years, the Turkish superstar was viewed as a physics-defying anomaly, a man who rides with the rear wheel suspended in the air, mocking the traditional laws of grip. Critics insisted his aggressive, stoppy style was strictly for superbikes, and that the rigid, unforgiving nature of a MotoGP prototype would reject him. They claimed the carbon brakes would bite too hard and the chassis would be too stiff. But the silence in the Yamaha garage suggests the critics were asking the wrong questions. Toprak isn't coming to MotoGP to fit into the existing mold. He is arriving to shatter it. His move to Pramac Yamaha for 2026 isn't just a team transfer. It is a hostile takeover of the sports hierarchy. He is walking away from a kingdom. He ruled to enter a shark tank where his reputation guarantees nothing. But as the garage doors close, one specific technical component stands ready to end his career before it even begins. To understand the mountain Toprak must climb, you have to look where the rubber meets the road. The defining narrative of 2026 will be the front tire. For over a decade, the Michelin casing has dictated the riding style of every champion, demanding robotic smoothness and surgical precision. This is the antithesis of Toprak, whose career is built on controlled violence. He attacks braking zones like he is trying to snap the handlebars, a style that works on soft Pirelli rubber, but is dangerous on the sensitive Michelin. Technical analysts warn that if he overloads the front tire too quickly, there is no warning slide, just a sudden, silent crash. He is effectively being asked to fight with one hand tied behind his back, unlearning the muscle memory that made him a world champion. Yet, insiders suggest Toprak isn't planning to change his style forever. He is simply biding his time for a date that is already circled on his calendar. While the media obsesses over the struggles of his debut season, Toprak is playing a much deeper game. To view 2026 as the endgame is to miss the point entirely. This season is merely a bridge, a survival year designed to position him for the revolution that follows. In 2027, MotoGP undergoes a radical transformation: new engines, new aero, and most critically, the return of Pirelli tires. This is the Trojan horse strategy. Toprak knows that while his rivals struggle to adapt to the new rubber in 2027, he will be returning to his natural habitat. He is gambling a year of his prime on this future advantage, planning to survive the Michelin era before unleashing his full potential. It is a stroke of strategic genius, but it relies on a dangerous assumption that his teammate won't destroy his confidence before the new era even begins. Friendship in motorsport is a fragile illusion, usually shattered by the first tenth of a second on the timing screen. Toprak and Fabio Quartararo have long shared a mutual respect, but as they share the Yamaha data streams, that dynamic shifts to a cold rivalry. Fabio is the undisputed king of the M1, the only rider who has extracted championship performance from the bike in recent years. He is the reference point. Toprak's arrival threatens that monopoly. For the first time, Fabio faces a stablemate with the raw talent and the external hype to challenge his status as the alpha. Toprak's internal goal is singular: to match and then eclipse the Frenchman's lap times. The atmosphere in the garage is already tense, but if early reports from the postseason tests are to be believed, the moment of confrontation might arrive much sooner than anyone anticipated. The truth in MotoGP is always found in the stopwatch. When Toprak rolled out at the Valencia test, expectations were tempered. Most expected him to struggle with the complex carbon brakes and ride-hate devices. Instead, he delivered a shockwave. The timing screens revealed a staggering reality. Toprak was immediately the second fastest Yamaha rider, trailing only Quartararo. He wasn't just safe, he was fast. Data analysts noted he was already probing the limits, locking the front, and catching slides in a way that shouldn't be possible on day one. The gap to the front was there, but the gap to his teammate was uncomfortably small. This initial performance sent a ripple of anxiety through the established order. However, speed is only one part of the equation. As the team dug deeper into the telemetry, they discovered a technical hurdle that no amount of talent can simply override. To ride a modern MotoGP bike is to engage in a high-speed argument with a computer. The Yamaha M1's electronics are a masterpiece of engineering, controlling every aspect of the bike's behavior. For Toprak, this is a cage. His riding style is visceral. He steers with the rear brake and modulates the slide with his wrist. He wants total control, but the M1 software is designed to intervene, cutting power when it detects instability. He is fighting the bike's brain. The engineers now face a dilemma. Do they reprogram the multi-million-dollar software to allow for Toprak's chaos, or do they force him to trust the algorithm? Unraveling the code to suit a stuntman style is a massive risk, but as the engineers debated the software, a rumor began to circulate about something far more physical, a radical change to the heart of the beast itself. For the entirety of the modern era, Yamaha has defended the inline-4 engine configuration, prioritizing corner speed over brute force. But the dominance of Ducati has forced a change. Whispers from the factory suggest Yamaha is developing a VF engine, a move that would change the complexion of Toprak's challenge. A VF engine is shorter and allows for a stop, Zan and Zan-Go style braking hard, turning sharp, and firing out. This is exactly what Toprak craves. If the timing aligns, he wouldn't just be inheriting a legacy bike, he would be the test pilot for a new era of combustion. But developing a new engine concept takes years, and Toprak does not have years to waste. The immediate reality is the current bike, and the risk of pushing a slower machine too hard is that it bites back. We cannot discuss this transition without addressing the danger. The history of superbike riders moving to MotoGP is littered with heavy setbacks. The prototype tires offer incredible grip, but the window of operation is razor thin. When you step outside that window, the high-side crashes are violent and instantaneous. Toprak is fearless, but physics is impartial. By pushing the front end of the Yamaha to compensate for its deficits, he is walking a tightrope. Every braking zone is a gamble. A severe incident in his debut season wouldn't just ruin 2026, it would derail the preparation for the all-important 2027 reset. His management has instructed him to push but not brake, yet telling a racer like Toprak to hold back is like telling a fire not to burn. As the season opener approaches, the psychological pressure from his rivals is beginning to mount. The MotoGP paddock is a small village where news travels faster than the bikes. The reaction from the established grid has been a mix of public welcome and private wariness. Rivals know what Toprak did in superbikes. They know that if he solves the Michelin puzzle, he becomes a nightmare to deal with. Psychological warfare has already begun, with subtle comments designed to plant seeds of doubt about his adaptation. But Toprak seems immune to the noise, maintaining a playful demeanor that unsettles his competitors. He is bringing a street fighter mentality to a grid of corporate athletes. Yet, when the visor goes down in Qatar, the media hype will vanish, and he will be alone. The weight of a nation and a manufacturer rests on his shoulders. The stage is set, the lights are red, and the waiting is finally over. As we look toward the 2026 season, the status quo is dead. Toprak Razgatlioglu is the wild card, the championship desperately needed. Will he be humbled by the complexity of the prototype? Or will he do what he has done at every stage of his career? Take the impossible and make it look easy. This season is his crucible, a year of sacrifice and learning. But looming in the distance is 2027, the year the rules change and the cage unlocks. Toprak isn't just fighting for race wins. He is positioning himself to become the face of the new era. The French champion is watching. The world is watching. The Stoppy King has arrived to claim his crown. Yamaha's future just got significantly more aggressive. And for the rest of the grid, the warning is clear. The storm is about to break.